I always be having to fix this. Hey, 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 what's good, what's good, what's good? You are now watching Al Cobb live. And of course, we're back on schedule. We back locked in every day before I go into work. These lives gonna pop up anytime from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Well, to 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. the latest. And from there on. In today's live, first, I want to say another Happy New Year to all my new subscribers. Shout out. Y'all finally got me to 200. So we hype about that. I'm very hype about that. Very ecstatic, very proud that this content, well, my channel and the content on the channel is finally growing. I do have to come with some new content. Oh, well, I do have to tell y'all some new stories and everything like that. I actually got a few stories that I had stacked away or stashed away that I didn't release yet, but I'm sure it'll be helpful for y'all and not giving away too much sauce, and the fact of, like, you know, let me say, not burying myself, but like, there's certain things, it's a certain way that you have to go about it when you releasing videos like the ones I'm releasing for the company that I'm currently with. So I have to be careful, and it's a fine line that I have to walk on with not doing too much, being too extra to where I lose my position or, evidently, get fired or something like that off of the content that I put out there for you all to grasp and utilize for yourselves. But so that is that. So I had to make sure that the content is right for y'all to receive, and that is right for me to actually put out there, because people have told me before that, hey,
watch out,
there's
vehicle on
nobody else that
shoulder
has the
ahead.
content that you have. And I'm like, I know. But there was a reason for that, because they didn't really want that stuff, or it's a way that you have to walk, that you put that information out there. So that's why the videos have been on the back burner or stashed away or just getting re-edited to the point to where I'm good and y'all get the information y'all need, and I'm not doing nothing that violates the policies. So that is that. Now moving on, today's live is going to be about the importance of being important. Now, a lot of times in my life, I've come to the point to where I haven't felt important enough or valuable enough in whatever works that I'm doing. And we're here for a common goal, and that goal is to serve. And what is the best way that you can serve? And you figure that out for yourself, the best way that you can serve, and that's what makes you more valuable, and that's what will make you more important. You're only important to the people that you're important to. Now, sometimes you hold other people accountable for their actions, and they'll get mad at you. Or sometimes you don't hold yourself accountable for your own actions, and you find yourself in a bad space. So you do have to know that you have to have integrity. You have to have intuition, and you have to have intelligence. You have to have these things in order to become more important than what you were in the past and to what you want to be in the future. Now, being important is no easy task, because what is important? Like, what's important to you may not be important to me. How can you become important to somebody that doesn't know you or did nothing for you? Or somebody that doesn't know you or you did nothing for? Now, people come in our lives and go out of our lives commonly, more common than usual. Your family, some of them are important to you, maybe not all of them. Your friends, I'm sure those are the people you selected to be your friend, so they're important to you. your coworkers, or if you're at a higher stage, the employees that work under you. Who is important out of your coworkers? If you're in management, then out of the employees. These are people that you meet, and you meet them at a later time in your life. You meet them in your adulthood because you're at a job. Now, most people don't like their jobs. And when you don't like your job, you tend to try to make everybody else's job miserable. It's not on me if you don't like your job. If you don't like your job, then quit. But sometimes people can't quit because they're so far in the hole, or they got so much outer responsibility that they dug themselves into a hole, they can't quit this job and move on, which is understandable because it's a part of life. Now, how do you get out that hole, you ask? Well, you have to become more important. Plain and simple, you have to become more important than in your job. You have to become more important outside of your job. How do I do that? How do I do that is start going out and making connections, right? There's many things that we could do instead of trade our time for money for a company. You could trade your time, or not necessarily trade your time, but you can utilize your time by going out and making connections and seeing what people that own stuff actually need. That's a tip for you. Now, how you go about doing that, it depends on what you're doing, and it depends on how well you can do it. How do we meet these people? How do we do this stuff? There's many ways, but the first thing you got to work on is approach. You have to learn how to approach people correctly. You have to learn how to talk to people correctly. You have to learn how to, or let me not say learn anymore. You don't have to learn anything. You have to practice. If you practice, right? If you practice skills, your communication, and the people, you can understand what they, and then you configure a way of how can I help this person. Now you know why you want to help this person, because they have stuff that's valuable that can help you. But first, you have to help yourself by becoming more valuable, by filling the hole that they need. Once you fill that hole, they'll more than likely accept you. And then the more holes you keep filling, the more value you will grow. Until no time, you're reliable, accountable, you're dependable, then you become important. That's the key. So you have to become important. And it takes a little bit of time, it takes a little bit of work, it takes a little bit of trust, good habits. And trust me, you will get there. And when you do become important, you will feel it. And what you start to do is rub that importance onto others. Thank you so much for not sharing the land with me. You start to rub that importance onto others because they start to see how active you are. They start to see your routine. They start to want to study and become what they aim, so they can become more important. And then now you have a team of people or a community of people that look up to you and idolize your routine and look at the hard work that you put in to become important to one person. Now you're important to them on so many different levels. What's important to you isn't important to me. Once you become important to me, you become a priority. And based off of priorities, you have to prioritize, which means organize, which means put what needs to come first. Once you start to do that, you start to level up. In many ways you can level up, but that's the main way you can level up. Anything could be valuable, but anything can't be important. What does that mean? Now I could give you an item that you value. Like, wow, this item is worth this much money. I appreciate that. And then I put the item down. It's a valuable item, but it's not important to me. It can do stuff that may be able to like speed up something that takes a lot of time for me, but it's not important to me. It's just valuable, but it holds no importance to me. Now, when you're important, or when the item is important, it's valuable and important. Like, yo, I hold a lot of value to that because it's important to me. Why is it important to you? Because my mother gave it to me before she passed away. That's a valuable and important item because you have sentimental value. It has sentimental value to you. So not only does it help you do something or remember a moment in your life, but it has a deeper meaning because somebody that was important to you gave it to you. And you will never forget who that person was or what that person did for you with this item that's important to you. So y'all gotta know the difference between value and importance. Items or things could be valuable, but it's not important. If it's important, trust me, it's important. So that's what I really wanted to talk about in this live stream. I don't really have nobody in here because my schedule hasn't been up on here, but I will post a schedule for here. You know, today is the last day of spring break for the kids. Well, my bad, winter break. I said spring break. Winter break for the children, and they will be headed back to school tomorrow. With them being back in school, my time will be back to regular for me to get to work earlier and these live streams to come on earlier, of course, and so forth. So moving forward, I'm planning I can't say I'm planning. I already planned it. I just got to put in my schedule of what my daily tasks are going to be. I have it in my head. I just know how I got to fill up the days. Now, one thing that I have to do is reacclimate my body to shut down at a certain time and to wake up at a certain time. Because I ain't going to lie to you, today I woke up late. I woke up late today, baby. I don't like being on the side of the road. This lane right here is pretty as hell. But yeah, I woke up late today. You know, this little winter break, I've been waking up late. I gotta get back on my stuff. So that is that. But the content for this channel has been set. You know, these lives coming out, more and more, a few people watch those lives, and thank y'all for watching. If y'all come back on the lives, just drop a quick comment. I want y'all to do that. I want y'all to drop a quick comment, ask any question of, you know, life, career, if y'all want to, about mechanics. You know, a lot of people come after these videos that have dropped, and they may watch them, but I need y'all to comment. I need y'all to comment, because the more y'all comment, the more I'll be able to spend the content off of what you ask to better help you in a better sense, to better help you. And that's what I'm looking to do with this channel, better help. You you know, document and relay what I can to help others for the most part. I know I gotta extend my reach as well. I'm trying to see how that TikTok thing is going because, you know, TikTok is going to be banned in a lot of places. So I don't know how far my reach is going to go on there. So with that being said, I haven't really posted on TikTok. You know, so the main focus with this channel is really YouTube. But I have to find a way to extend my reach, which I will do. I'll find a way. Even if I gotta go to videos that's like this and comment on those videos. I don't really know much videos that's like